In December 1992, the United Nations Security Council voted to immediately send a UN protection force to the former Yugoslav Republic of Macedonia. The decision came just 3 months after a request from the Macedonian President Kiro Gligorov to the UN Secretary General, who agreed that it was of utmost importance to prevent war in former Yugoslavia from spreading to this small and vulnerable republic in the south. It was the first time ever that the UN has sent peacekeeping troops to a region before war has broken out. What is the UN's role in the former Yugoslav Republic of Macedonia almost 2 years into its mission? A question we put to Hugo Ansen, delegate to the Special Representative of the UN Secretary General.
Until now, the United Nations here has done a very good job on the military front by monitoring the border, the northern border here, and also the northwestern border. With the 1,100 troops roughly that we have here. The challenge now is to see how we can help this country more on the political and economic fronts. It's very difficult for this country to survive at the moment.
29 observation posts have now been set up along the Albanian and Serbian borders. The UN has a 570-man battalion from Finland, Norway and Sweden, known as NORDBAT, and some 540 US soldiers which form USBAT. Their preventative mandate is to monitor and report any developments in the border area which could undermine confidence and stability in the former Yugoslav Republic of Macedonia or threaten its territory. It's a round-the-clock job being conducted with sophisticated observation, communications and transportation equipment. This is one of the 3 new Sikorsky Black Hawk helicopters, known in the UN as White Hawks, which the US battalion recently deployed. Lieutenant Colonel John Baggett is the USBAT commander.
This one right up here is a border crossing, and they have good visibility to watch the border, and this is the only trail that goes into it. The one over here, 5-5, which is directly behind you to my front, has a good overwatch of the entire sector. The cooperation with the former Yugoslav Republic of Macedonia has been magnificent. And I will also tell you that the cooperation from the Serbian forces have also been good.
The capital city of Skopje. In this ethnically diverse republic, it's not only the ethnic Macedonians, but also the minorities, Albanians, Turks, Gypsies and Vlachs, who welcome the UN's peacekeeping presence. President Kiro Gligorov gives his assessment.
Разбира се дека тоа не значи војна заштита на Македонија 1000 души, но значи многу за да се свати од евентуално од било кој агресор или оној кој би сакал да предизвика некои конфликти во Македонија, дека за се ќе биде на време известено и ќе се знае точно што се случува, кој е агресор, кој е предизвикувач на конфликти, за да може меѓународната заедница да реагира на време. Друго, тоа е за прв пат, како што знаете, да американците учествуваат во мировни сили под команда која не е америчка. Нивното присуство е добро заради тоа што е тоа сигнал дека и Соединетите американски држави, не само преку Обединетите нации, се заинтересирани за сочување на мирот и стабилноста на овој дел на Балкан.
One of the UN's priorities is to help resolve border tensions. This is of particular importance when there is no universal agreement on precisely where the border lies. In one such case, in mid-June this year, the Yugoslav army set up an observation post on Čupino Brdo, known in the UN as Hill 1703, which both Belgrade and Skopje claim is on their territory. In advance of a planned border commission which the UN hopes will ultimately resolve the dispute, these UN monitors trekked up and down Hill 1703, at times in pouring rain, to liaise between the Serbian and Macedonian armies who have been facing each other at less than a kilometer's distance for several weeks. As a result of the UN's mediation over Hill 1703, a new temporary observation post and a 1,000-meter buffer zone were established along what the UN calls its Northern Line area of operations. Brigadier General Telefson, the regional commander of UN forces, negotiated the deal on July 10, 1994.
I have had 3 meetings with the Serbian General Staff, and I've just returned from a meeting in Belgrade Saturday, and my idea was to discuss the possibility to reduce the tension in the border area. They have moved one OP now back some 100 meters, and that is a very positive step from the Serbian side.
Defense Minister Vlado Popovski summarizes.
Со UNPROFOR и кооперацијата со него сме многу задоволни. UNPROFOR фактички придонесе за стабилизација на Република Македонија, ги намали тензиите околу границите на Република Македонија и овозможи таа да се конституира во мирен процес и да ги изведе сите стандардни процедури за избори на институциите на власт.
But an unmowed job is never done. Here in the village of Malina Malo on the Serbian border, the Nordic Battalion operates 2 observation posts near an area frequently patrolled by soldiers of the Yugoslav army. This is a source of concern to the local villagers. In order to reduce tension on all sides, Nordbat held discussions with both the villagers and the Serb soldiers. They visit the local mayor, who has been given a direct hotline to keep the nearby observation post informed of developments.
Ich habe hier Kollege UNPROFOR besuchen.
The main aim with this kind of patrolling is to show both the Macedonian people here in the villages and the Serbian soldiers on the other side of the border that we are actually here. We have had very good relationships with all the villages here in this area, very much because of the behavior from our soldiers within the battalion. And the people, they trust in the UN soldiers. They believe that they need UN presence here.
So how long will the UN stay, and how will it respond to the rapid change of events within the wider Balkan region?
Ние уште и кога баравме да дојдат тука, баравме со таква цел да бидат со наблюдувачка мисија. Она досега ги задоволи потребите. Разбира се, доколку би се појавиле некои нови моменти кои упозоруваат на некои нови големи опасности и друго, тога, разбира се, би разговарале и за промена на мандат.
The world community has sent the signal to Macedonia, telling them that they will try now to support this young nation to become a new democratic nation in the Balkans. It's very important that we stay for some years. I'm speaking about 5-10 years, not 5 or 10 weeks or a month. This commitment has to be something that the Macedonian authorities should rely on.
In mid-July this year, US Defense Secretary William Perry visited Skopje and said, Macedonia plays a crucial role and is in many ways the key to stability in the entire Balkan region. The statement underlined the United Nations' view that the kind of preventative peacekeeping it is practicing in the region could set an example for missions in other potential trouble spots throughout the world.